Hey guys, what's up? It's Dusty here, back with another crypto video. And as you guys know, for every video that we do, we give away $50 worth of crypto. And all that you have to do to enter is press the like button on this video right now. Go ahead and at the end of the video, comment something down below about the video and make sure you have the notification bell on. So all you have to do to put the notification bell on is just press subscribe and then the little bell icon next to it and put it to all. Having done that, guys, you are automatically entered, and then if this video hits 250 likes within 24 hours, we are giving that away. And I think this one will hit that because it is quite a cool video. So make sure you go ahead and enter right now. XRP may soon incur annual swell pump as Ripple conference nears. And again, I have to put this into perspective to make you guys understand what we mean with annual swell pump. Well, for that we actually need to go back about a year or so to about September or October of last year. So let's press this year on Lifecoin Watch and we go back a little bit. We go back all the way back to September 2018. What we're seeing right now is that the price right over there was about 27, 28 cents, right? Just above where we are at right now. And why this time is so special is because, yes, the price went down lower to about 26.4, which is almost exactly where we are at right now. Looking at the price, we were about at that level, and then something crazy happened. The price increased like hell, like crazy. Again, pump. The price literally pumped hard. Why did that happen, though? Well, if you guys are not too familiar with Ripple, they actually have an annual conference, which is called Swell. And last year, that was actually on the 1st of October, so right here, and afterwards, after the event, the price went down. But there was a pre-event pump, a pre-swell pump, and that is actually kind of so every single year as well. In this case, we were actually hoping last year we were hoping that XRP was going to get announced on October 1st, but it was actually already announced a little bit earlier that at Swell, they were going to be talking about XRP and it would be launched, yada, yada, yada. So that, again, is why I think the prices went up like crazy just before Swell. But the years before that, and I think this year, again, even though this year it's not on October 1st, but on November 7th, I think, or 8th or 9th, I don't remember, one of those dates. I'm going to be putting it in the title because it's quite an important date, but I'm mixing it up right now. It doesn't matter too much, though. It's one of those days, and just a little bit before that, so maybe the month of October or maybe even now already, we don't really know. We don't have a steady time frame of when this does occur. But yeah, within that time, we could actually see yet another little bit of a pump or a little bit of a stir fry. Some crazy stuff going on, and we're kind of waiting for that to come by right now. XRP has been gravely impacted by the recent downwards pressure that most major altcoins have faced, and it has shown few signs that any type of sustainable recovery is imminent. Regardless of its recent bearishness, analysts are now noting that it may soon incur what has been dubbed as Swell Rally, that results from Ripple's annual conference where they bring together industry leaders and often announce bullish news regarding XRP. That's also one point I gotta make right there, that we can get some really bullish news on XRP, we can get some crazy stuff that has never been seen before, never been announced, but what we will most likely and actually for sure get at the event is some feedback from XRP and how they've been liking it, how XRP has been utilized, what they're going to be doing to stop partially this FUD, and some other cool stuff that we're going to be seeing it all. Although it does seem as though late year Swell conference did have a sharp and direct impact on XRP's price, it is unclear if the current market conditions will impact the extent to which Swell influences the embattled cryptocurrency's price. I'm not completely agreeing with that, as again, he's putting Swell all the way up here. And again, we're going to be longing for it because there's still a good chance and it's worth the risk, I would say. But one thing I'm kind of debating here is like, they gotta announce something crazy up front for Swell for it to really be as profitable. And one thing I'm also noticing is that the price, which some people have said to be a big issue, is not really an issue if you see it from a broader perspective here, where, I mean, XP is at 26 cents, yes, but last year was at about 27 cents, maybe even 26 as well, before it started that run up. So in theory, you know, we would just go the same height, just easily spoken, and that would make it go to 58 cents again, which is a pretty big pump for just like 10 days or so. I think it got like 80% in this one day right here. I think from like the 19th on the, or maybe the 20th from the 21st, I think it got like 80%. I don't know how. Like on most of these platforms, it noted 80% gains in 24 hours. It was insane, guys. Really crazy. Ripple moves $26 million to co-founder Jeff McCallum. We actually quickly covered this yesterday, but I just wanted to quickly point in again that I don't think this is a very big issue. You know, it's all just stated and it's all just noted how everything works out. McCallum, I think he has like $1 billion XRP in total. Or here, wait, how much does he have? Agreement now entitles McCallum to sell 750 million XRP this year, 500,000 XRP a day. So yeah, I can definitely tell that this $23 million, $26 million is not going to do anything of a difference at all. McCallum has 9 billion XRP, or 10. I don't even know. But here, McCallum's 9 billion XRP was worth $32.85 billion at the bull market. But XRP has since fallen to pre-run levels, yada, yada, yada. It's now worth 2.25 billion, but again, still, it doesn't matter too much. He also created Mt. Gox, he also created XLM, he also created XRP, if you're wondering who this guy is. If McCallum dumps all his coins, Ripple could be the latest addition to McCallum's list of companies that crumbled after he left. And again, it could also be that he's going to get a very hefty lawsuit, because I think he tried to dump already a little time before, but it didn't work out. I think he was not allowed to do that. Will the upcoming Ripple conference cause XRP price to swell? Haha, I see the play on words that you put in right there, my friend. I like that. I like that. Again, there's a lot of speculation going around. There's a lot of back and forward. But I've noticed it's all based upon this one tweet right here of Pierre. He says, XRP Ripple, are we going to see a swell pump by Ripple this year again? Was an easy find and profitable long last year. Keeping a close eye on XRP for the next couple of weeks and months. You should be, all right? You should be. The rest of this article is nothing really new. It's not giving us any really valuable information anyway. It's kind of just a theory popped up there, and that's basically it. You kind of got to figure out for yourself whether you attach value to it or not. I actually personally do attach quite a lot of value to it, because I've noticed last year how greatly those prices increased, and I'm just hoping that they announce something crazy again for this to reoccur. XRP price falls, now worth 1/4. I think it's a pretty cool milestone. It's become worth 1/4. You know, from 0.01 or whatever it was at before to see it go to, you know, 25 cents. It's pretty cool if you see it from that perspective. If you see it from the perspective of, you know, going from $3.50 to 25 cents, might not be the best and coolest thing. It's 95% down. But if you see it from where it was a couple of years ago, and again, I'm saying a couple of years ago because it is, if you check out 2017 here, it was still not even worth a cent. It was not even worth half a cent at one point as well, I would say, or maybe half a cent. Yeah, let's put it at half a cent. It's worth half a cent. Right now it's 25. It's a nice little increase for 2 years, 2.5 years that you're getting yourself in. So okay, it's just a matter of perception. A lot can change in just a very short amount of time. And I'm seeing 2.5 years as not a large amount of time to get 50 times gains. Ripple sends 100 million XRP to Stellar founder, and XRP army is furious. This actually adds to the previous article that we read, which is this one right here. Ripple moves $26 million XRP to Jeff McCallum. Same thing, because Jeff McCallum is the Stellar founder. He's also the XRP founder. But what is so strange and so cool about this is how people are furious. To who? Why? How? I don't know. But if you're wondering why this is going on, let's quickly explain. McCallum, who had a messy breakup with Ripple back in 2014, later went to help create the Stellar XLM cryptocurrency. However, he still owns a staggering number of XRP worth as much as $20 billion in 2018. He wants to sell these coins, but following numerous court battles, McCallum and Ripple came to an understanding. McCallum can only sell a limited amount of XRP at any one time. According to a recent Bloomberg report, McCallum sells around 500,000 XRP daily. That, coupled with Ripple's XRP sales, places constant sell pressure on the third largest cryptocurrency. Consequently, it's not surprising that this latest transaction upset XP investors, even if there's nothing they can do about it. But yeah, one thing I just know is that this is going on for a very long time already, right? He has limits. He has limits, period. He cannot put out more, and I still think that Crypto BitLord's idea of doing this all is just a little bit far-fetched, a little bit crazy, because I don't know what the plan is going to be. You're going to fork off, okay? That's pretty stupid on its own, like in a literal fork, right? So, okay, how extensive are we going to explain this? Let's keep it simple. If they're going to be forking, right? They're going to be splitting off. So if you just understand that we are right here with XRP right now, they're going to be going like this, right? And it's going to be an exact copy right here and right here, because this one's just going to be going on, and this is going to be an exact copy of this thing right here. This chain is just going to move forward, and this is going to be an exact copy of this chain, right? I should actually draw something. I don't know where to pick up a draw pad. I should have typed it in beforehand. But yeah, what's going to happen right then is if they just do a normal fork, right, there's some different terms and some different things you can do if you want to. Just a simple fork, it's going to be exactly the same distribution. So I think from his perspective, what would be smart is to just really hoard in a lot of XRP, forks, dump it as quick as possible. But for the Ripple team, you know, they still have the same amount of money. Jet McCallum still has the same amount of coins because they forked, right? And it's just as with Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash, you know, if it's not an upgrade, it's not consensual, if that's a word, it's just a fork, so it's a literal copy of the first thing that we had. Let's say XRP1 or XR1, whatever people try to call it nowadays. You're going to have exactly as much of that coin as you had XRP. And I think it's a really strange idea. There's a couple of other options, though, where that's like completely new. They just rip off everything that they have already with, you know, everybody starting sort of at zero. But that would be a very extensive thing to do. And also, what would be the end goal? Because there's no utility anymore in that forked coin, or whatever you want to call it, coin. So it's pretty much become useless then. So I don't know. You know, it's a very hefty price that we have to pay for utilization of XRP, but really a lot of the quote-unquote dumping that it has been done with XRP is for XRP. And again, we can kind of make a nuance for ourselves, like, is it better if Ripple were to be completely out of the picture and they would also have no XRP? I think not, because I don't think there will be any utility, which, you know, makes it so the price won't rise. So yeah, it's kind of an interesting nuance to make. XRP price falls, now worth 1/4, we already read that one. Bitcoin price prediction, 2 most likely scenarios before triangle breakout. Oh my days, guys. Have I been seeing a lot of these articles pop up? But here is a little bit of a cool Elliott wave theory. Hey, A, B, C, D, E. We got them 5 points in there, baby. Yeah, you can check out Elliott wave if you want to. If you're a trader, I recommend these articles because they're quite interesting. All right, I do actually like this type of stuff. I've actually been studying Elliott wave for a little while. I actually used to do it a couple of years ago. I stopped for some reason, and now I'm getting back into it a little piece by piece. Bitcoin hash rate has skyrocketed, which is making some people go crazy. You know, I don't think it's really that important. It's not that cool. It has skyrocketed, yes, but what now? You know, what does it do? Do we know what the little response is? Do we know what exactly caused this? No, there's so many question marks that's just annoying me to the end, which is why I like to, you know, kind of keep that in the dark. Here's more price analysis, though, if you want to check it out. It's a good article. Bitcoin's possible fake out that might have gone unnoticed may come back to haunt. Woo! Fake crossover, and they're worried about that. Bitcoin, as everybody's witnessing, is stuck in a pattern for over 3 months now, especially since it hit 13.8K on June 26th. This traversing of price in the pattern has been a godsend for traders who know what they're doing. It was a good time to make some profits. It was also a good time for noobs to get liquidated on their positions, especially considering the recent 4 to 5% spikes witnessed in the last couple of hours. Here's a look on Bitcoin on a bigger scale, global scale. It is a well-known fact, or macro scale, that 200-day moving averages is a very reliable indicator to judge if Bitcoin is in a bull market or a bear market. Looking at the history, this makes a lot of sense. Whenever the prices managed to cross above the 200-day EMA or MA, it was bull run, and the same is true for the converse. What most people forget is that sometimes Bitcoin fakes this, and looking at the charts, this may be one of the times considering how the price is consolidating. Fake crossover right here, right? They crossed and we did not spike. I mean, we actually did go up, and in the longer term we actually did go up as well, but it was a crossover. People were happy, people were buying in, and then it crossed over just once more right there, which is, again, making people not too happy about it. Here, I'm thinking what they're meaning. I have not read that part yet. What I'm seeing here is that we broke above the MA, the 200 MA, so people were happy. Oh, most likely they're actually talking about, yeah, you could actually be talking about the crossovers of the MAs, in this case, the 50 and the 200 MAs, which is also often a very positive thing if it crosses over again. But in this case, they're most likely talking about just breaking the MA with the candles. So we had a fake breakout or crossover, and then went back down below it and went back up. And after this one, it actually did fire. So this one is a real one. But you don't know, right? Here was a fake one at first, which is what they're trying to point out towards. And here we actually broke out once. We did not actually get any confirmation here, not heavy ones. Here we actually did not get that heavy of a confirmation either. So if we're just talking about the MA line and no, crossing of two MAs, I'm actually not stating this one as a real breakout or crossover even, as there is no good green candle after this one. It was just one candle that closed above it, period. I mean, we can't count it, but it's not that strong. In this case here, you can actually see, some couple of following candles afterwards, which are kind of indicating how it's a little bit better. Same here, one green candle closed above it really quite heavily, and then some others to just kind of confirm the motion and how the boat floats in the ocean. Yes, there are three major reasons that would suggest that Bitcoin's run up from April 2018 could turn out to be fake. Well, this is again how you view it all, but I don't really see it as a very big run up right now. There's a run up since April, really? Is that how we view it right now? Is that how we view it? Maybe. Yeah, just a couple of theories, guys, on what the price is going to do. Let's quickly go over them. It's pretty fun, I think. From the past fake outs, it is apparent that Bitcoin has a tendency of pulling a fast one on all of us. There are, however, hyperbole theories that could weigh in on this, but they are in fact hyperbole and exaggerated. At present time, although Bitcoin has spent sufficient time above 200-day moving average, there is still a chance that Bitcoin might just be faking it. Adding more credibility to the situation is the pattern that is being formed and nearing breakout from descending triangle. Another important thing is to look at is the bull run in April 2019. It was parabolic, which caused BTC price to sway further away from the moving averages and average price point. Usually, when this happens, the price self-adjusts to come back to the appropriate price levels. A look at what happened after the 2017 bull run. They say 207, but they mean 2017 bull run. The price adjusted itself, found a bottom, and stuck there for a while. This is called mean reversion. If a mean reversion is in play, which would mean that the price will adjust and return eventually to get long-term mean or average level, how if Bitcoin, which is stuck in a descending triangle, decides to break out bearishly, then this would be a step closer towards fulfilling the mean reversion prophecy. And for most of 2019, prices hit the 0.618 fib level, fib retracement level, and bounced back between that and 0.786 level, which led to development of the descending triangle. The pattern will allow a maximum of 2 to 3 bounces inside of it. Following this would be a volatile breakout, no matter what the direction. The breakout would and could result in the price hitting lows of 85 or 7,000, as mentioned previously, and this would be an appropriate mean reversion as prices would meet 200-day moving averages halfway. RSI indicator, as seen below, indicated a formation of a falling wedge, which was 60% complete, which would indicate a further collapse of RSI, further indicating a drop in prices. Could be. And right here, right now, the 1-hour chart shows BTC price promptly forming lower lows over 4 days. When combined with its tops, it looks like a potential head and shoulder pattern in the making. Then again, head and shoulder pattern for Bitcoin or other cryptos barely follows through, i.e. they never breach the neckline. And from the looks of it, BTC price seems to be going back down to the 10.1k level and possibly to the 10k level and further testing the neckline. RSI looks bearish as well, weighing in on the retest of the neckline by today's end. We're going to see, guys. We're going to be seeing. Stellar airdrop 2 billion XRP coins, crypto tokens worth 120 million. Again, they're doing something crazy, guys. These guys are too crazy with their big giveaways, or I don't know, maybe it's actually talking about the old blockchain giveaway that they've been doing. I actually did not want to include this in the video, but I thought, hey, we've talked about Stellar for such a little while, let's quickly give it a little bit of attention. Chat with your friends and get paid to do it. The Stellar Development Foundation and messaging service Keybase announced Monday a 2 billion XLM airdrop, the largest in Stellar's 5-year history, worth roughly $120 million. Over the next 20 months, Keybase users can expect monthly airdrops of 100 million XLM. Keybase currently has 300,000 active users across its various services, according to the company. All you have to do is have an authenticated Keybase account, and your XLM will appear in your wallet automatically every single month for as long as the airdrop continues, according to a draft blog post shared by CoinDesk. 3 months of airdrops are guaranteed, the company says, with the program's continuation beyond the dependent on hitting basic success metrics. So yeah, we've also seen a very, very, very big stellar airdrop before that they had with blockchain, but here they're doing it once more. You know, they said in an interview, I believe, that they prefer to have popularity or sort of like their name out there rather than price, which is something that I can understand as well. What not to do as a cryptocurrency trading noob. Oh, there's a mosquito, guys. Oh, my days. Did I get him? I did not get him. Oh, no. This is going to be a hell of a night now. Ripperoni pepperoni, guys. That's too bad. But yeah, what not to do as a crypto trading noob? Well, one thing I would recommend you guys all not to do is to keep your money on exchanges. And that is why I always recommend buying yourself a hardware wallet. And that is also why I always have a link to that Ledger website in the description down below. I always have it because I know that some people will fall for scams, some people will fall for phishing attacks, some people's computers will get hacked, things like that. And if you don't want that to happen to yourself, make sure you get yourself a hardware wallet. Also, if you're a trading noob, make sure you go ahead and check out the Discord and the Facebook. There's two pretty cool groups. You know, in Facebook, I kind of made it because a lot of people don't like Discord, but also because I think it's a different type of community that you create in there. People can just post things and everybody will see it. And in Discord, you know, you have a lot of different chat rooms. A lot of people don't know how it works, and it's a little bit of a different situation. But you can also always send me a little message on Twitter, or, you know, send me a message on Instagram, things like that. But guys, that was it for this video. Hopefully you all enjoyed. See you guys again in another one, and take care, everybody. Have a very nice day.